So is this the back or the front? It doesn't matter.
I just met some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill to look for a guy named Leonard. And he gave me this map. What do you want to do?
We can't trust him, but we've got no other choice.
Here, take this too.
What's this?
Your father was holding it.
To my dear daughter.
Started raining. Are you sleeping?
I'm awake.
You cold? What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway? It used to be a nice, quiet little town. But now,
You've been there?
once, on a missing persons case. Never did find him. But I'll tell you, that's one screwed up town. My line of work, you hear a lot of nasty rumors.
I was born and raised there.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken.
I love the rain effect on the windscreen and the windows.
Anyway, I thought you grew up in Portland. What's wrong? Feeling sick?
My head's pounding like the worst hangover ever.
Maybe you're car sick.
No. I'm just trying to remember. My childhood. Something terrible happened in Silent Hill 17 years ago. A woman named Dahlia. She tried to summon the ancient god of the town. She offered up her very own daughter.
That's crazy.
Maybe so, but it worked. The girl gave birth to a god. You see, that girl had special powers.
Powers?
Her classmates called her a witch. She could make things happen with her mind. She could kill people just by wishing for it. But in the end, that god was killed by a single person.
Harry Mason.
My
Badass.
father, Harry Mason. I guess it wasn't much of a god if it could be killed by a human being.
Well, it was Harry Mason.
But I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again. And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
You've got some kind of power in you too?
After the god was killed, the girl reappeared. She was holding a baby in her arms. Before she died, she gave the baby to my father. He loved me just like I was his very own daughter. Even though he didn't know who or what I was. It was so sudden. I never had a chance to tell you how happy you made me.
Quite the low dump car drive, but an interesting one nonetheless. Although one thing I will say, having an important thing you're trying to listen to whilst having a song with lyrics playing on in the background makes it really hard to pay attention to the words of both the song and what Heather's talking about.
I'm gonna head for that Leonard guy's house. You check out the hospital.
Okay.
Got the map, right?
Yeah,
Gonna be okay alone?
I'm not a child, you know. Are you sure it's not you who's afraid to be alone?
You're right. I am afraid.
So maybe we should just team up.
I'm 50-something years old. I've never seen nothing like this. I still feel like I'm dreaming.
More like a nightmare, I'd say.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already. Meet me back here when you're finished looking around the hospital. Okay?
Roger.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Silent Hill game without a hospital. Yes. If we go to memos now. Oh. Dad's notebook. Dad wrote about his past here. As always, this should be novelized. I hope this will never come to any use. Maybe it's better if you never know. More than anything else, I fear the possibility of you going away far from me. But sometimes we have to tell the truth. And that's why I'm writing this. Before I'm lost in death and oblivion. What happened back then, that has something to do with who you are. It all started 24 years ago. Coming back from a vacation, my wife and I found a baby on the side of the highway. Since we were childless, we thanked God for letting us meet this child, this girl. We took her home. 3 years later, my wife died, and another 4 years later, 17 years ago, I came to Silent Hill. I heard the girl's pleas and took her with me, not knowing why she wanted us to go there. And it was not there that the girl went, away. Not that she actually went anyway, nor did she die, reunited with her original self. That's what Dahlia Gillespie said. Original self. That was the young woman burned by her mother as a sacrifice to God. A lesser Gillespie. Half her soul escaped in those flames and went on to live in a baby. In the girl of ours. 7 years passed before that half a girl returned to Silent Hill and made a lesser whole again. Nearly strengthened, she vowed to kill God. God, a fetus nested in into this sacrificial girl's womb, was summoned when with the unusual rites. Usual rites? Some form of rights, be them usual or unusual. This was Alessa's wish. No matter what the outcome, even if her own existence were at stake. But the wish was not granted. My interpretation meant she prayed. My interpretation meant she prayed instead for the girl's return. I alone couldn't bring her back. Dahlia did it. I only helped at the birthing ceremony to bring God out of Alessa. The newborn God wailed once and was dead. And all from that girl and probably Alyssa's conscious resistance. There was also a lot of bullets. And that's not the end. After God had vanished in a glow of light, Alyssa reappeared and gave me a baby. She looked a lot like the girl so long ago. And then Alyssa was gone, dead. There's nothing I could have done to help. I simply clutched the baby to my chest and ran off. The whole thing felt like a dream, but I had proof that it wasn't. The girl is nowhere to be found, and in my arms, the baby. Now 17 years have passed. Feels like only yesterday, and again it feels like a million years ago. I confess, I had reservations at first about raising that baby. Could I love her? Her existence was thoroughly unexplainable. I thought she could be that young woman who snatched away my beloved daughter. That led to sadness, anger. There were times where I put my hands around her tiny little throat. Several times I even considered abandoning her. That's what a terrible person I am. But I decided to raise her after all. I just couldn't seem to let her go. When you looked at me, you laugh. So, even now I can't forget about that girl. But I love you. I have no doubts about that. That's all I ask you to believe. To my precious daughter, Harry Mason. And presumably, this is where Heather found out about it, and then that's how she told Douglas. They go into a hospital, so surely there's going to be lots of medical supplies there, so let's just heal up. Do we go gun? We've got like... We might not go gun yet. Map. Look where we're at. Zoom in. Jack's bar. Jack's in even. Sadly, it's this side of the lake. I would have preferred the northern side, but can't be too picky. Light? I guess Heather doesn't want to put it on here. Okay. That's the bathroom. I don't need to use it right now. But it's no time to sleep. Notepad. Gotta head out to the hospital. I did save, right? It's gotta be a coincidence, but still, that's pretty weird. Who could have done this? Really? Would you chalk that up to coincidence right about now? Also, clearly didn't save. So here we are. The hills that are silent. Sadly, it's not that big of an area we actually get to explore. It kind of makes sense that they reuse some of the areas from Silent Hill 2. Because why wouldn't you? They're roughly the same engine. I think they might be the same engine, just like improved upon. So all the assets will probably be easily ported over. Need to go there. Okay. I guess all I want to do is check out the park if I could. That's parking, but not the park, right? Yeah. Yeah, the other downside right now is this place is rather limited in actual areas you can explore, which is a shame. Out of the core 4 Silent Hill games, only 2 of them really allow you to explore streets and such to any real degree. And even then, I only feel like Silent Hill 1 Silent Hill 1 lets you explore the most. I don't think you can even go into the bowling alley. There's one side place I do know you can go to, which we shall make a quick detour. Because why wouldn't we? Go and check out Heaven's Night. Heaven's Night. No meat cleaver here, but shotgun shells. Paradise, huh? That's one sleazy paradise, alright. But it's better than the paradise that Claudia is talking about. Well, anyways, this isn't exactly where I want to hang out. Nope. Tourism pamphlet. I'd forgotten it, but it's true. Silent Hill was originally a resort town. Welcome to Silent Hill. Silent Hill, a quiet little lakeside resort town. We're happy to have you. Take some time out of your busy schedules and enjoy a nice, restful vacation here. Row after row of quaint old homes and glorious mountain landscapes, and a lake which shows different sides of its beauty with the passing of day, from sunrise to late afternoon to sunset. Silent Hill will move you and fill you with a feeling of deep peace. I hope your time here will be pleasant and your memories will last forever. We read that in Silent Hill 2. Oh, it's a wine ball. Right, not complain. Oh, okay. First aid kit. Beef jerky. I wasn't going to complain about just finding shotgun shells, but it's like, is it only shotgun shells here? First aid kit will come in handy. Beef jerky, I probably should use, because there's another skill. It's an item you can map to your supply, so you don't even need to have to go into the menu to use it. But honestly, I don't think it's going to be something I need to actually worry about. We've made it into the hospital. Always a good start. Heavy breathing, squidgy sounds. Map. Brookhaven Hospital. It's kind of funny. I literally did Silent Hill 2 yesterday. There's a bunch of different types of medicine, but none of them look useful. I guess just leave them alone. So it's kind of entertaining to be back here so quickly. And also quite useful because I recall the layout pretty well. Although it's one of those things that, admittedly, the layout's not the hardest to not remember words. It's not the most complex of layouts. Plus, it doesn't necessarily matter anyways because doors will be unlocked. Different doors will be open and closed and all that jazz. Yeah, the nurses in this game. The stab is actually really good because it lunge. And that's quite good. It's quite a good, like, speed to it, so you can kind of stun lock them. Oh, I did this wrong. The day has finally come. That's right, the day where you and I will meet. I was always thinking of you, here in this gloomy cell. I never even knew your name or face until today. But now I know you're the one I've been waiting for. Haven't you been waiting for me too? That's why you came to rescue me. Oh, how I love you, Heather. I want to give you my prize doll I made to commemorate our meeting and start this everlasting love. I already see your smiling face. Stanley Coleman. Disgusting, and one touched out with a 10-foot pole. It's interesting, if you look at the doll first, I think she says, oh, it's kind of cute, I guess, or something like that. Nice, but whatever. Just a flower pot, nothing special. I don't know what kind of plant it is. But yeah, it's interesting how she's a lot more okay with it before realizing it's a weird love token. Man, this place is nice and quiet without those weird baby nurses. Elevator. Door. Door. Door, door. Because once again, even though I know the layout, I still need to check all the doors anyways. There's medical records on something. It's for Leonard guy. Could this be the same Leonard that Vincent was talking about? Room S. I had a pencil. I mean, it's not going to make much difference because we're going to check all the rooms. Presenting mild audiovisual hallucinations, emotionally unstable, obsessive ideas. Suspect mild schizophrenia will continue observation. Basically calm and cooperative with a strong sense of justice. However, according to reports, becomes very violent when overextended. The other one is for Stanley Coleman. It's the guy who wrote that sick diary. Room S07. Usually passive and cowardly. Also egocentrical. Sometimes shows and acts on obsessive attachment to a particular woman. This has caused violent instances. Use caution. Okay. Melon fridge, food only, do not store drugs. I wonder if it's okay to store health drinks in here. I mean, it's just more of a question of not wanting drugs to be stored there in terms of keeping drugs and food separate rather than it being bad for the drugs. That's what I would imagine, at least. And I guess slightly unhygienic for both the drugs and the food, potentially. Right, I know the elevator's probably the way to go. So let's not go there yet. There we go. Just keep stamping a bit. If I could make it through this area relatively good on ammo. There we go. Then I would probably be okay starting using guns. I say that, I won't be surprised if we end up starting using the handgun some way through this. Oh, boo. Oh, boo. This has gone really badly. Stomp it on the tip. That'll work. What altitude? Don't really know if it was worth it. We used a lot of shotgun shells and a first aid kit. The organization has me shut up in here. They mean to break my will, to make me forget about all that. But I'll stay sane even if they throw me in here with the lunatics. How about if I stick this to the wall? That would be worthless. You can peel it off, can't you? With the junk, those nasty wretches won't stop using. If a thing has no meaning, there's no reason for it to exist at all, just as you exist for me. But why haven't you taken my doll with you? Ah, my guess must have embarrassed you. How cute you are, Heather. Stanley. So all a lot of stuff stuck in the room. A cookie, a toothbrush, a spoon, a Christmas card, a clock. Whoever it was probably used glue, but why do this in the first place? There's a key glued to the wall. I love to take it with me, but it's really stuck tight. I can't even pull it off. That's why you should have kept the screwdriver. Checking her head movements. Okay. So that's everything on this floor done.